Hello. In this example, we're going to determine whether x plus 4 is a factor of each of these polynomials. Now, notice that this time we're looking at x minus 4, but if we're looking at the value of x minus k, notice x plus 4 means that k would be a negative 4, because plugging this in would mean x minus a negative 4, but two negatives make a positive, which would give me x plus 4. So effectively, when you're looking at this and it's directly associated with the x like this, you'll use the opposite number. So since this is positive 4, we will use negative 4. Now if this was x minus 4, we would use a positive 4 because it's the opposite one. So again, we're going to use synthetic division to ask, effectively, is negative 4 a zero of this function? Well, we have 3, 0, negative 48, 8, 32. Now notice that I had to account for this missing degree 3 term by introducing a 0 there. Now just use synthetic division. Bring down the 3, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, and add. What's the remainder? Well, the remainder is 0, therefore the answer here is yes. It is in fact a factor of this function. Now if you look at b, we're going to look at negative 4 again, and we're going to ask, is negative 4 a zero of this polynomial? Okay, so the numbers we want to use here are going to be, not a 5. It'll be a 1, because the coefficient is 1, 6, 11, 12, 5, and negative 20. Now notice that all of the degrees are accounted for, so therefore I didn't need to use any zeros in here. Always check for that because that's a very common mistake. Now let's see the synthetic division. Bring down the 1, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, there, that's the correct multiplication, add, and multiply, and add. Fantastic. Oh, look, negative 40 is not 0. Therefore, the answer is no. That means that x plus 4 is not a factor of b. Now, I do want to look at a here because it is in fact a factor of this function. So the question is, if you factored out the x plus 4, what is the actual factorization? Well, I factored it out. The question is what's left, and that all comes from these numbers right here, the 3, negative 12, 0, and 8. This is originally degree 4, so bring it down 1 degree, making this 3x cubed, then minus 12x squared. Now notice that this is a 0, so I could do plus 0x, but there's no reason to. Just don't write down that degree. And then this is a degree 0 term, so that's just plus 8 at the end. So if you wanted to and you wanted to factor this out, this would be the factorization. Alrighty, well, have fun. I'll see you next time.